Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Monday, August 9th, 2021. Today I'm going to recap the Olympics results from the last couple nights and go over the final medal counts. MLB, go over the weekend's games and look ahead to tonight. NBA Summer League has started, so we'll go over the results for the first couple nights and then look ahead to today. Golf, NASCAR, news and notes, and my best bet of the day. We'll start with the Olympics, and it's over. It's really sad that it's over because this was really the focal point of the podcast, whether I started with it or whether I ended or if I put it in the middle over the last 2 weeks or so. All right. So, women's team artistic swimming. Getting the gold was ROC, getting the silver was China, and the bronze, Ukraine. The women's 4x400 relay. First, the U.S. with the gold. Second, Poland with the silver. And getting the bronze, and third was Jamaica. The women's marathon. Getting the gold was Perez Jepchirchir of Kenya. Getting the silver was Bridget Koskei of Kenya. And getting the bronze was Molly Seidel of the U.S. The women's high jump. Getting the gold was Maria Lasadkani of ROC. Getting the silver was Nicola McDermott of Australia. And getting the bronze was Yaroslava Manchukin of Ukraine. And then baseball. The bronze medal game, the Dominican Republic over South Korea 10-6, and then getting the gold is Japan over the United States 2-0. So Japan comes home with the gold. Basketball, getting the gold medal was the United States over France 87-82 as U.S. takes home gold led by Kevin Durant, and France takes home the silver. And then the bronze medal game, Australia over Slovenia, 107-93. So Luka does not place, unfortunately. And in the women's gold, we'll get to in a moment because that was technically in last night's. 2 nights ago. We're doing like Friday night into Saturday morning. France gets the bronze over Serbia in the women's 91-76. Beach volleyball. In the gold medal match, Norway over ROC 2-0, 21-17, and then 21-18. And in the bronze medal match, Qatar over Latvia 2-0, 21-12, and then 21-18. The men's flyweight, getting the gold was Galal Yafai of Great Britain over Carlo Palam of the Philippines 4-1. The women's flyweight, getting the gold was Stoika Kristeva of Bulgaria, and getting the silver was Basnaz Kakarlu of Turkey. The canoe sprint, the women's C2 500 meter, getting the gold was China, the silver Ukraine, and the bronze Canada. In the men's C1 1,000 meter, getting the gold was Ezequias Queiroz dos Santos of Brazil. Getting the silver was Liu Hao of China. And getting the bronze was Sergei Tonovitsky of Moldova. Diving, the men's 10-meter platform. Getting the gold was Kyle Yuan of China. Getting the silver was Yang Jian of China. And getting the bronze was Tom Daley of Great Britain. The men's 10-meter platform semifinal was before that. Equestrian finals. Getting the gold was Sweden. The silver was the United States. And getting the bronze was Belgium. Women's golf getting the gold was Nelly Korda of the U.S. Tied for second, so I guess this is where silver and bronze come into play. Mona Mani, or I guess this would be the area tie for silver, and Lydia Cole. So Ko of New Zealand and Inami of Japan, and getting the bronze in theory would be Aditi Ashok of India. Handball men's. The gold medal match, France over Denmark, 25-23. And then the bronze medal match, Spain over Egypt, 33-31. So France the gold, Denmark the silver, Spain the bronze. Women's Kumite, 61 kilogram. Getting the gold was Faryal Abdelaziz of Egypt over Arena Zarosteka of Azerbaijan. And the bronze medals, Sofia Berlusteva of Kazakhstan and Gong Li of China. The men's Kumite, 75 kilogram. Getting the gold was Sajad Gongsday of Iran over Tarek Hamidi of Saudi Arabia, who gets the silver. Bronze medals, Ugur Aktas of Turkey and Ryotaro Araga of Japan. Men's pentathlon, getting the gold was Joseph Chung of Great Britain. The silver, Ahmed Elgandi of Egypt. And the bronze, Junwoong Tae of South Korea. Rhythmic gymnastics, individual all-around, getting the gold, Linoy Ashram of Israel. The silver, Dina Averina of ROC. And the bronze, Alina Harnasko of Belarus. Soccer, get the gold medal, Brazil over Spain, 2-1 as Brazil takes home gold, Spain the silver. The track cycling, the men's Madison completed. The gold, Denmark. The silver, Great Britain. And the bronze, France. Men's volleyball, the gold medal match, France over ROC 3-2. And then the bronze medal match, Argentina over Brazil 3-2. Water polo women's final, gold medal match, U.S. over Spain 14-5. And then the bronze medal match, Hungary over ROC 11-9. Wrestling, men's freestyle, 67 kilogram. The gold, Takudu Agaturo over Haji Aliyev of Azerbaijan, 5-4. Obviously, Alturgo of Japan. And the bronze medal match, Barjang Punia of India over Dolet Nazarbekov of Kazakhstan and Gadzarmad Radishov over Ismail Muzakachev of Hungary, 5-0. 5-0. Men's freestyle, 97 kilogram. Gold medal match, Abdulrashid Sadulev of ROC over Kyle Snyder of the United States, 6-3. Bronze medal match, Abraham Canedo over Süleyman Karadeniz of Turkey, obviously Canedo of Italy, 6-2. And then the other bronze medal match, Renaris Salas Perez of Cuba over Sharif Sharavov of Azerbaijan, 3-3. And then the final day of the Olympics, the men's marathon, getting the gold was Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya, the silver, Abdi Nagy of the Netherlands, and the bronze, Bashir Abdi of Belgium. Basketball, the gold medal game, U.S. over Japan, 90-75, so U.S. wins both golds. Boxing, women's lightweight, final. The gold, Kelly Harrington over Beatriz Ferreira, 5-0. Harrington of Ireland and Ferreira of Brazil. Men's lightweight final. The gold, Andy Cruz of Cuba over Keyshawn Davis of the U.S. 4-1. Handball, women's tournament. Gold medal match, France over ROC 30-25, and the bronze medal match, Norway over Sweden 36-19. Rhythmic gymnastics, group all around. Getting the gold was Bulgaria, the silver ROC, and the bronze Italy. Track cycling, women's sprint. Getting the gold was Kelsey Mitchell of Canada, the silver, Elena Starikova of Ukraine, and the bronze, Li Weisi of Hong Kong. The men's keirin. Getting the gold was Jason Kenny of Great Britain, the silver, Aziz Hashani Awang of Malaysia, and the bronze, Harry Levriesen of the Netherlands. Women's volleyball gold medal match, U.S. over Brazil 3-0. And the bronze medal match, Serbia over South Korea 3-0. U.S. 25-21, 25-20, and 25-14. And then Serbia 25-18, 25-15, 25-15. And last but not least, water polo men's gold medal game. Serbia over Greece 13-10. And bronze medal match, Hungary over Spain 9-5. And then that's it for the Olympics of 2021. And obviously we're going to cover the Winter Games this winter. So that's going to be something fun to cover on the podcast when the time comes. All right, Major League Baseball. We will go over the weekend's games. And we will look ahead to the games being played tonight. So we'll begin with Friday night. White Sox over the Cubs 8-6. Phillies over the Mets 4-2. Yankees over the Mariners 3-2 and 11 on a walk-off single by Brett Gardner. Rays over the Orioles 10-6. Blue Jays over the Red Sox 12-4. Indians over the Tigers 6-1. Reds over the Pirates 10-0. Braves over the Nationals 8-4. Twins over the Astros 5-4 and 11. Brewers over the Giants 2-1 and 10 on a walk-off single by Rowdy Tellez. Cardinals over the Royals 4-2. Rockies over the Marlins 14-2. A's over the Rangers 4-1 on a walk-off 3-run shot by Starling Marte. Welcome to the A's, Starling Marte. Angels over the Dodgers 4-3 and 10, and the D-backs over the Pirates 8-5. Saturday, Yankees over the Mariners 5-4. White Sox over the Cubs 4-0. Blue Jays over the Red Sox 1-0. Doubleheader game 1. Phillies over the Mets 5-3. A's over the Rangers 12-3. Rays over the Orioles 12-3. Red Sox over the Blue Jays 2-1 and 8. Doubleheader game 2. Tigers over the Indians 2-1. Astros over the Twins 4-0. Reds over the Pirates 11-3. Giants over the Brewers 9-6 and 11. Cardinals over the Royals 5-2. Nats over the Braves 3-2. Rockies over the Marlins 7-4. Padres over the D-backs 6-2, and Dodgers over the Angels 5-3. Sunday, Phillies over the Mets 3-0. Phillies 59-53. Mets 56-55. Mariners over the Yankees 2-0. Mariners 59-54. Yankees 61-50. Rays over the Orioles 9-6. Rays 69-44. Orioles 38-72. Blue Jays over the Red Sox 9-8. The Blue Jays 60-50. Boston 65-49. Indians over the Tigers 7-5. Indians 54-55. Detroit 54-60. Reds over the Pirates 3-2. The Reds 61-51. Pirates 41-71. Braves over the Nats 5-4. Braves 57-55. Washington 50-62. So the Braves have passed the Mets now. Wow. Have the Mets have fallen. Twins over the Astros 7-5. The Twins 48-64. Houston 66-46. Giants over the Brewers 5-4. The Giants 71-41. Milwaukee 66-46. Royals over the Cardinals 6-5. The Royals 48-62. St. Louis 55-56. Rocks over the Marlins 13-8. Rocks 51-61. Miami 47-65. A's over the Rangers 6-3. The A's 64-48. Texas 39-73. Dodgers over the Angels 8-2. Dodgers 67-45. LA 56-56. Padres over the Diamondbacks 2-0. Padres 64-49. Arizona 35-78. And the White Sox over the Cubs 9-3. White Sox 66-46. Chicago 52-61. All right, looking ahead to tonight's games, only 5 games on the dock tonight. At 6 o'clock, it's a makeup game from May 9th between the Indians and the Reds from Cleveland. Luis Castillo and Sam Hentages. And the Reds are minus 184. The Indians are plus 154. Over under 10 overs, plus 102. Unders minus 124. Reds minus 1F is minus 113. Indians plus 1F is minus 106. I'm going under 10 minus 104. Luis Castillo's been a lot better of late than he's been to start the year. So his ERA keeps going down, 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 down. And reminding people why he's so talented. So under 10 minus 124. It's the Luis Castillo play. Doesn't necessarily mean the Reds will win. But I just like the under even though it's so juiced. 8 o'clock, you have the Brewers and the Cubs. The Brewers minus 205. The Cubs plus 172. Over under 9. Overs minus 104. Unders minus 118. Brewers minus 1/2 is minus 126. Cubs plus 1/2 is plus 105. Freddie Peralta and Alec Mills, by the way. I'm going to go, over 9 minus 104, but I don't feel good about it. ESPN tonight, White Sox Twins. So the White Sox getting some respect. Lucas Giolito and Bayo Burrows. White Sox minus 200. Twins plus 168. Over under 9.5. Minus 110 each way. White Sox minus 1/2 is minus 122. Twins plus 1/2 is plus 102. I'm going over 9.5 minus 110. Yankees Royals. Jameson Taillon and Carlos Hernandez. Yanks minus 176. Royals plus 148. Over under 10 minus 110 each way. Yanks minus 1/2 is minus 120. Royals plus 1/2 is plus 100. Yankees in a bounce back spot. I like that narrative, but I also like how Jameson Taillon is pitching. So I'm going under 10. It's the Jameson Taillon pitching well, and you get it at minus 110 at the under. So I'm going under 10 minus 110. But the case of it blowing up in my face is Carlos Hernandez bombing. Yankees go over by themselves. And at 10 o'clock, the Marlins and the Padres. Zach Thompson and Joe Musgrove. Padres minus 270, Marlins plus 220, over under 7.5. Overs minus 106, unders minus 114. Marlins plus 1/2 is plus 102. Padres minus 1/2 is minus 122. I'm going to go... Zach Thompson's been really good for Miami. Joe Musgrove's been very good for San Diego. This is tough. I think this is going to be a close game. So we go Marlins plus 1/2 and plus 102 for this game. All right, NBA Summer League. I'm going to go over the results from the last couple days. And we will look ahead to the games being played today. So we're going to start with Tuesday, the Utah and Sacramento Summer Leagues. So the Utah Summer League, Grizzlies over Jazz Blue 104-65. Sacramento Heat over the Lakers 80-76. Utah Jazz White over the Spurs 87-58. And Sacramento Warriors over the Kings 89-82 in overtime. Wednesday, Utah Jazz Blue over the Spurs 78-54. Sacramento Heat over the Warriors 94-87. Utah Jazz White over Grizzlies 94-75. And Sacramento the Lakers over the Kings 84-74. Friday, Utah Grizzlies over the Spurs 82-77. And Jazz White over Jazz Blue 83-65. Sunday was the start of the Vegas Summer League. That's the one that everybody cares about the most. The one that everybody has their eyes on all the time. Celtics over the Hawks 85-83. Raptors over the Knicks 89-79. Trailblazers over the Hornets 93-86. Rockets over the Cavaliers, 84-76. Thunder over the Pistons, 76-72. Heat over the Nuggets, 97-77. Lakers over the Suns, 73-72. Wizards Pacers postponed because of COVID-19 protocols. We'll look ahead to today. 2 o'clock, you have the Pacers against the Knicks. 3 o'clock on ESPN2, the Pelicans and the Bulls. 4 o'clock, Mavs 76ers. 5 o'clock, ESPN2, Nets Grizzlies. 6 o'clock, Hornets Kings. 7 o'clock on ESPNU, Spurs Timberwolves. 8 o'clock, Magic Warriors. 9 o'clock, ESPNU, Clippers Bucks. And 10 o'clock, you have the Jazz and the Suns. Alrighty, now I'm going to do golf. As we will go over the results from the weekend's tournament, which was the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational. And your winner of that tournament in a playoff with a score of 16 under with a 7. Abraham Answer. In the tie for second in getting a score of 16 under and a playoff score of 8. Hideki Matsuyama and Sam Burns. Fourth place with a score of 15 under, Harry English. Tied for fifth with 14 under, Paul Casey, Cam Smith, and Daniel Berger. Tied for 8th with 12 under, Bryson DeChambeau and Walter Zalatoris. Tied for 10th with 11 under, Ian Poulter and my pick of Dustin Johnson. Tied for 12th with 10 under, Rory McIlroy and Jordan Spieth. 14th with 9 under, Scotty Scheffler. 15th with 8 under, Webb Simpson and Robert McIntyre. Tied for 17th with 7 under, Phil Mickelson, Louis Olson, Matt Wolff, Brett Horschel, Tyrell Hatton, and Joaquin Niemann. Tied for 23rd with 6 under, Kevin Na, Patrick Cantlay, and Shane Lowry. Tied for 26th with 5 under, Ryan Palmer, Colin Morikawa, Sergio Garcia, Aaron Ray, and Justin Thomas. Tied for 31st with 4 under, Cam Champ, Patrick Reed, and Lee Westwood. Tied for 34th with 3 under, Justin Kokrak and Tony Finau. Yeah, Jason Kokrak. I had Justin in my head for whatever reason. I was right initially. Sorry about that. Tied for 36 with 2 under, Adam Scott, Victor Hovland, Lucas Herbert, Caleb Ortiz, Corey Connors, Mark Leishman, and Brian Harman. Tied for 43rd with 1 under, Brad Kennedy, Stuart Sink, and Ryusuke Kaneshita. At even, Jim Herman, Sanjay M, Tommy Fleetwood, Xander Schauffele, and Robert Streb. Notables: 51st with 1 over Matt Jones. Tied for 54th with 2 over Justin Rose, Brooks Koepka, and Kyung-Hoon Lee. Tied for 57th with 3 over Lucas Glover, Matt Fitzpatrick. 61st with 7 over Victor Perez. 63rd with 9 over Kevin Kisner. 13 over 65th place, Saibu Kim. And there you have it for the golf results from the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational. And in this weekend, you have the Wyndham Championship, as we will preview and pick that later in the week on the show. All right, NASCAR. Watkins Glen was where they raced at this weekend. I'm going to hit on the results very quickly. We will start with the Truck Series results from the Glen. And your winner of the race, Austin Hill. 2nd, John Hunter Nemechek. 3rd, Sheldon Creed. 4th, Todd Gilliland. 5th, Parker Kligerman. 6th, Shane Smith. 7th, Tyler Ankrum. 8th, Paul Menard. 9th, Sam Meyer. 10th, Carson Hosfar. 11th, Josh Berry. 12th, Kaz Gralla. 13th, Christian X. 14th, Tanner Gray. 15th, Ben Rhodes. The rest, Austin Wayne South, Ryan Truex, Corey Hay, Haley Deegan, Stuart Friesen, Derek Krause, Matt Kraft, and Johnny Sauter, Timmy Hill, Jack Wood, Tate Fogelman, AJ Allmendinger, Danny Bone, Bobby Roos, Roger Roos, Josh Rume, Lawless Alon, Spencer Boyd, Chad Chaston, Taylor Gray, Jennifer Jo Cobb, Norm Benning, Grant Effinger, Will Rogers, and Chandler Smith. And now the Xfinity results from Watkins Glen. Getting the win, Ty Gibbs. Second, AJ Allmendingers. Third, Austin Cindric. Fourth, Justin Allgaier. Fifth, Harrison Burton. Sixth, Brandon Jones. Seventh, Noah Gragson. Eighth, Jeb Burton. Ninth, Justin Haley. 10th, Sam Meyer. The rest: Michael Annett, Brandon Brown, Riley Herbst, Josh Williams, Matt Snyder, Jeremy Clements, Chris Wright, Ryan Sieg, Tommy John Martins, Landon Castle, Jade Buford, Daniel Hemrick, Preston Pardis, Josh Belicki, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Brett Moffitt, Jesse Little, Stephen Licht, Timmy Hill, Joe Graf Jr., Colby Howard, Bailey Curry, Dave Smith, Kyle Weatherland, Michael Munley, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Matt Mills, Alex Labe, and Kyle Tilley. Now the Cup Series results from the Glen. And your winner, Kyle Larson. Second, Chase Elliott. Third, Martin Truex Jr. Fourth, Kyle Busch. Fifth, Denny Hamlin. Sixth, William Byron. Seventh, Chris Bell. Eighth, Kevin Harvick. Ninth, Chase Briscoe. 10th, Tyler Reddick. The rest: Matt DiBenedetto, Ross Chasen, Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney, Austin Dillon, Eric Almirola, Chris Buescher, Cole Custer, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, Corey LaJoie, Ryan Newman, Anthony Alfredo, Eric Jones, Ryan Preece, Justin Haley, Kyle Tilley, Daniel Suarez, Quinn Houff, Josh Belicki, R.C. Anderson, Brad Keselowski, Garrett Smithley, and James Davison. All right, now I'm going to do news and notes. I'm going to try to be quick here at news and notes today because I am low on time. Miami Hurricanes quarterback De'Ara King signs a deal with the Florida Panthers, and he's the first collegiate athlete to reach an NIL agreement with the pro sports team. So that's a little history right there. Brandon Hagel was signed by the Blackhawks on a 3-year deal, so he celebrated by offering free bagels to all of Chicago. So that's pretty funny. Russell Wilson discusses the importance for Seattle to get a deal done with Dwayne Brown, as he says, we need him. Michael Thomas had a cryptic tweet as saying that the Saints tried to damage his reputation, and then reports that he ignored the team this offseason. Multiple teams think that C.J. Henderson can be available via trade. The Cleveland Browns have begun discussing potential extension with Denzel Ward, and talks with Baker Mayfield have not heated up. So, Xavier Howard staying with the Dolphins as they restructured his contract. And they gave him $4.5 million in incentives. Darius Leonard, 5 years, $99.25 million extension with a $52.5 million guarantee. So that's well-deserved for Darius Leonard. James Washington, it was reported that he requested a trade, but Mike Tomlin came out and said that he did not request a trade. And we talked about Michael Thomas before. It came out and said that he ignored the Saints for 3 months. Josh Allen got a big-time extension. 6 years. I think it's $258 million, which is wild, including $150 million guaranteed. Good for Josh Allen. He's going to be a popular MVP pick for years to come, and that team's going to be a contender for years to come. The Colorado Rockies are investigating a slur, as a fan used a racial slur while Lewis Brinson was at bat on Sunday. Ramon Laureano suspended 80 games as he tested positive for nandrolone, That is a big loss for the Athletics as they are trying to win their division and make the postseason. That could come back to bite them. If they miss the playoffs, they're going to look back on that. Let's say the Yankees pass them. They're going to look back on that and say, Laureano suspension. Hall of Fame weekend was amazing. Troy Polamalu made a speech, and it was epic. And there's a chance he wasn't because he tested positive for COVID, but luckily he was okay. And Peyton Manning's speech was great. Edgerrin James had a nice speech. And Hall of Fame eligible players for 2022. Tony Romo, Steve Smith, Andre Johnson. Those three guys I think are going to make it. Steve Smith and Andre Johnson, two fabulous wide receivers in their prime. Andre Johnson, I felt, and same with Steve Smith, I felt both of them were underrated because the Panthers and the Texans were bad teams when those guys were in their primes. And Tony Romo would still be playing right now if it weren't for injuries. So, those are kind of like subplots right there. And you can make a case that Tony Romo would still be playing right now if Dak Prescott wasn't a star. So, those are players that are eligible for 2022, and I think they're all going to make it. There was a fight at the Cowboys-Rams practice on Saturday. Connor Williams and Aaron Donald got into it, and then the benches had to clear. Nick Bosa on track to play Week 1 after the ACL tear. DJ Chark has a finger injury as he underwent surgery for a hairline fracture. Expected to play in Week 1. Patriots linebacker Raekwon McMillan out for the year, tearing his ACL. NBA announces rule changes, including the crackdown on use of non-basketball moves to draw fouls. Shaq says, call Giannis Superman. Giannis is a bad boy. Call him Superman. Just call me Shaq. You can make a case Giannis has earned it. CJ McCollum to be the NBPA president, succeeding Chris Paul. Memphis basketball lands a big-time recruit, Jalen Duren, convinced to Tigers of Memphis over Kentucky, Miami, and others, and will reclassify to the 2021 class. The Mavericks offer Luka $207 million and a max extension. The 76ers' goal is to acquire Dame, less to trade Ben Simmons, and more to acquire Damian Lillard. So we'll see how that goes. The NBA to investigate 2 sign-and trades because of tampering. The Raptors Heat for Kyle Lowry and the Pelicans Bulls for Lonzo Ball. The Charlotte Hornets extend head coach James Borrego. Well-deserved for him. He got Charlotte to the play-in game last year, helped develop that young team. The Lakers extend Frank Vogel. That's a good extension as well. He helped them. He helped make that team a little better and play defense, and they won the title in the bubble. Goran Dragic won't be bought out, and they're talking about trades with other teams. Grayson Allen traded to the Bucks for Sam Morrell and 2 future seconds. So I like that deal for Milwaukee, getting themselves a shooter. The Celtics are eyeing Dennis Schroeder. I think that'd be a good fit there, considering that they don't have Kemba Walker anymore. Marcus Smart, to me, is a trade candidate. The Clippers re-signed Reggie Jackson, 2 years, $22 million. Good for them. The Warriors bring back Andre Iguodala on a 1-year deal, so that's a good veteran pickup for them. Lauri Markkanen wants out of Chicago. He says that he wants a fresh start to his NBA career. So we'll see where he goes, and he has offers from a lot of teams. Ole Miss is 100% vaccinated. Lane Kiffin says nobody wants to be in a position to forfeit games. So we'll see what other programs get to the 100% threshold or not. Bobby Bowden dies at age 91 yesterday morning, so thoughts and prayers to his family, his friends in Florida State. Team USA locker room was hyped after their respective teams' gold medals for basketball. Jonathan Schoop, 2 years, $15 million extension with the Detroit Tigers. Aroldis Chapman on the injured list with the elbow injury. Anthony Rizzo on the COVID list, as he may or may not have tested positive. Allison Felix breaks the tie with Carl Lewis to become the most decorated American track athlete ever with 11 medals in 5 Olympics games. All right, so Leo Messi chose PSG 2-year contract as there's a potential reunion with Neymar in Paris. So we'll see if that becomes official at some point. Kevin Durant to sign a 4-year, $198 million extension. Or he already signed it because extensions are eligible on Saturday. So Katie got the extension for Brooklyn. We'll see what happens with Harden and Irving next. Kawhi Leonard returning to the Clippers, although terms are still yet to be determined. If it's my guess, I'm going to say a 1+1. The Oilers signed Darnell Nurse, 8 years, $74 million extension. And another contract extension given out, an 8-year contract extension with a 5.75 AAV to Adam Pelech of the Islanders. Alrighty, last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. This is a tough one. Okay, it went down. The total I was eyeing went down. But I still like the under. 9.5 between the Indians and the the Reds because of Luis Castillo. So a quarter unit under, 9.5 between the Reds and the Indians. So there you have it for today's show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping baseball from tonight, looking ahead to a busier day tomorrow. NBA Summer League. I might have an activity planned. We'll see about that because Olympics are done. And there's nothing really else on. So we'll see how it goes with that. And in news and notes and best bet as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.